Lieutenant Bushue with the Express Department. This is Jason.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, following up with you. You just left a message for my Sergeant Bradley Clark.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of him. I actually spoke to you already as well. I was trying to talk to him because they said he was the one who was detective handling it.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay. Who would be the correct person to talk to, or would you be able to answer some more questions?
Well, there's no new information that I did from the first time I gave you information.
Gotcha. Because I was told that the detectives are now working with the district attorney. And
Yeah, I told you that.
okay, was you? Yeah. So when I called the district attorney, they didn't have any information about the case number. Don't they usually have the case number if you guys are working with them?
It depends on the case number, the court case number, but it depends on what district attorney you called. They may not know about it.
I hear you. Okay. Yeah, well, so I also heard that the detectives were trying to look for Chris, and they showed up at his workplace. You guys have where he lives,
Okay.
right?
Yes, they've already talked with him.
Oh, okay. And nothing new? Like, you obviously don't have to go into the information about the case.
Well, I'm not going to release the information to you.
No, that's fine.
I told you in general what our investigative route was, and that's where it's going to stay. So.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. That's fair. Do you happen to know, like, how long it'll take? Just, I'm curious, because, like I said, it's a matter of public safety, and these two didn't get locked up. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, like, as much as you're able to tell me, that is.
Well, I don't have the timeline.
Okay. Well, do you happen to know how long this usually takes? Because the state troopers told me it usually takes, like, weeks, months, or years.
No, and Jason, like we spoke the first time, there's an ongoing investigation, and I told you the difficulties of it from when we started this, and being as how you're not involved in the investigation, or nor are you law enforcement, I'm not going to be giving you out regular updates or details on the investigation. I told you where it was, it was being investigated.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to get, like, regular updates. I'm just trying to see, like, as much as you're able to tell me. Because, like I said, I mean, they're still, like, not in jail. So it's a matter of public safety. Like, if these people work with kids, because Cheyenne has worked in daycares before.
Jason, we've had this conversation before, and I told you that there's legal reasons or legal steps that we have to take.
Yeah.
This isn't something that we can run out and scoop them up and take them to jail. So we already had this conversation. Sergeant Clark, his unit is not investigating it. It's with our computer crimes unit.
Okay.
So
Actually, I appreciate that. That's a lot better than what you told me last time. Okay, so it is actually.
I told you what unit was investigating it, and I don't want you calling computer crimes either, because I supervise them. I know what's going on with the case.
No, that's fair.
And they're not giving you any more information than I'm giving you.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You telling me that, that's perfect. I appreciate you telling me that. And if it's in you guys' hands and they're actually doing something on it, like, I won't need to call them or anything. Like I said, it's literally just so I can keep, like, not tabs, but I'm trying to know what's going on. I'm a concerned citizen, and there's a lot of us out here and everything. It's just, you know, we've had these people around our kids. Like, me personally, I've known Chris for 13 years, and I've had him around my daughters, and, like, I mean, you gotta understand where I'm coming from, too.
Well, I understand your concern, but you calling and calling each unit is not going to speed up the process.
Right. Okay, so it's not with the district attorney yet, then, or it's, I don't know how it works.
So typically when we have cases, the detective, once they wrap up their investigation, they confer with the district attorney on what the next step is. And typically there's either they decline or they'll take it to grand jury.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I don't know when that will happen. It all depends on the detective. The detective is actually actively working the case, but he's also actively working several other cases. So, I couldn't give you a timeline.
Right. Yeah.
But that's where it goes from. Once the detective wraps up their investigation, that's where it goes. They confer with typically there's a district attorney that handles each unit's case normally, so they know the ins and outs of, say if it's an SPU case or a crimes against children case or a computer crimes. Typically there's either a DA that's kind of assigned to them, so then they'll bring it to that DA and they'll confer on what their next step is, and that's totally up to the district attorney on, whether they decide to go forward with prosecution. That means they would go to grand jury and then go from there. So.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's totally understandable. I really appreciate you telling me that. That does give me a little bit of peace of mind. I'm not gonna lie. Like, last time it seemed like when I talked to you, you were just like, just stay out of it kind of thing, and that was it. But, yeah, just like I said, Chris was like a brother to me. So, I mean, I'm really, obviously I don't see him that way anymore. It's just, I mean, you can't blame me for wanting these two in jail. But.
No, you can't. It's just, there's not a whole lot I can do to alleviate your concerns.
Right, understandable.
From past contact with Chris.
Right.
Like I understand that. And you've got to let us, you've got to let us work the system and work our process to be able to get to a point. And sometimes it's not an immediate gratification. It's not fast sometimes.
Yeah,
so,
no, I totally understand.
It doesn't go away. And it doesn't, we do regular reviews of caseloads that each detective's working. There's multiple oversights on, especially those kind of cases. There's multiple oversights. He's got a sergeant, the detective working has a sergeant, and that sergeant has me. I have the captain, so on all the way up. And
okay.
Things we don't bring in cases and then just let them flounder and die. So.
Right, yeah. No, like I said, I appreciate you. I mean, even the little bit of information that you gave me is just enough to give me a little bit more peace of mind, because I didn't really know where it was going. Like, I didn't know if it was being worked or whatnot. It's just a huge concern, like I said. So, but yeah, I will not call the computer crimes department if you're asking me not to.
Yeah, I'm asking you not to. I would say that they're going to give you the same information. They've got your contact information.
Okay.
Since you were, on the periphery involved in this. So if they had any questions or any needs, they'd reach out. So.
I appreciate it, yeah, and feel free to call me anytime, because I can give you as much information as I have, because I do have quite a bit of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and thank you again for calling me.
I will make sure they know.
Cool, yeah, I really appreciate you calling me back. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Yes, good evening.
You too. All
Bye.
right, bye. They called me back. It was still Lieutenant Bushue. But you know what? At least he gave me a little bit more information than he. So that's what we know now. And, yeah. Oh, man. I'm so happy they called back. So I won't be calling the computers department, whatever. He directly asked me not to. So the last time he told me not to pass out flyers and everything, and I was like, I can't do that because I still have to let people know these two are out there. But when it comes to this, if all they're going to do is tell me the same thing that he's telling me, and they're just going to refer me to him anyway, I might as well just leave him alone. However, I do have his direct line, and if these two are still in jail for a month or so, I'll probably give him a call back directly and just say, hey, I'm annoying as fuck, I know, but what can you tell me today? Especially if he tells me who the district attorney is, because if I find out who the district attorney is, then I can blow them up. And when I say that, I mean with calls. I'm not making any threats of violence, but like, Yeah, something needs to happen, and at least it is a good thing that they are doing something. So hopefully these two will be off the streets soon. And yeah, so I guess disregard the call that I made and put on YouTube a few minutes ago. I'm gonna leave it up just so you can see the paper trail and everything. But yeah, you guys have a good night.